the first card you have in your past is the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm just seeing that I'm seeing you are actually helping someone practically. So I'm just seeing you helping someone to organize an event or something like that, and you're helping physically. So you're actually chipping in and, you know, picking up things and maybe moving them, or maybe you're traveling to pick things up or something like this. But this person really appreciated your help. And I'm seeing this as a friend or a relative. Maybe it's a relative who you consider to be a close friend or something like that. So yes, the next card you have your past is the Devil. Yes, I hate seeing this horrible card. So this is about this is actually about a situation you found yourself in with someone. Excuse that noise going on outside. I always have building works going on. Yes, I'll try and concentrate. So yes, you were in this situation with someone who you started to become a friend with this person. So this isn't a love situation. This is, but it's someone you know. And what I'm seeing is that you knew, or your instincts were telling you, that it wasn't a good person to have around you. This person wasn't a good person to be around. And what happened was you didn't end the relationship or the friendship. Like you didn't say, oh, I can't, you know, be your friend. I can't meet you because this problem or this and that. You didn't get away from that person. You actually went deeper into this relationship, even though you knew this wasn't the right thing to do. And I think this person really pressured you in some way to do this. So you're feeling really suffocated by this person, actually, but you were able to, I can see either you were able to get away or you can get away. So I'm seeing that even though you think that you're stuck with this person, there is a way to get away with this person, but it does involve being very blunt with this person. That's what I'm seeing. And you're a little bit scared of this because they're a little bit, maybe they're volatile or they're difficult, or there's something a bit not quite right about this person. You get a strange feeling around them, and they're very insistent that you see them or do things with them, and you just feel like you want to run away from this person. So you can get away. That's what I'm seeing. It is possible, but it's going to take, it's going to take some effort to do that. So the last card you have for your past is the Three of Swords. Yes, again, another really negative card. So even though you knew this person in the Devil card was no good for you, I'm seeing that actually you still haven't said anything to them, and you need to say something to them because they feel that they don't get it. I mean, I'm seeing that you try to maybe be subtle and say, oh, I'm busy, or I'm this or that or some, but they don't understand that. They don't understand hints. They don't understand people who are subtle. They feel you still want to be around them. I'm really sensing this. So you need to, it's very, very hard. And this is very difficult, but you need to just come out and say, I cannot see you, or something. You've got to think of what to say, but it has to be very, very to the point so they understand. Otherwise, they're not going to understand. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have your present is the Hermit. This is interesting. What I'm seeing here is that this actually isn't about you. It can be about people hiding away to kind of find themselves or find some information or think about a situation. But this is actually about someone else. What I'm seeing is someone searching for you, or you're searching for them. But if you see the person, if you see this Hermit card, if you look in his lantern, he has a star. So he's searching and, he's looking for someone. And that's what I'm seeing here, someone searching for you. And the other thing I'm seeing here is maybe there's a name change somewhere. So maybe, and this makes either you or this person really difficult to find. So maybe they're looking for you and you've changed your name, or maybe you're married since you knew them, or maybe, you've changed something about your name or something about yourself that makes it very difficult for them to find you. So maybe they're trying to find you on social media, but you don't go by the same name. So it's something like that. It could be you looking for this other person, but I am seeing that this is someone looking for you. I'm not seeing that you had a fight or anything like that when you lost contact with them. I'm just seeing that you drifted apart from this person, but this person wants to find you. That's what I keep seeing in this card. So the next card you have your present is the King of Swords. So this is about you, you in your workplace, or it's something related to work. It's a project or some work thing. And you're going to have a lot of really good ideas coming to you, that's what I'm seeing. But just be careful about how you explain them to the people around you, because they might not understand what you mean. And they might take things the wrong way and start, or they might even say, oh, that's a silly idea, and put you off or something. But don't let people do that. Think about your audience and think about the best way to get your ideas across to them. And also think about who's the best person to talk to and who's the best person not to talk to. So don't tell everybody, just be very careful of who you speak to and who you don't. Think about who you can trust with this information as well and these ideas. The last card you have your present is the King of Wands. So yes, this is about this work situation again. And there are some people around you at work who want to limit you. So I'm seeing that someone has an agenda actually, and this isn't against you personally, it's just that you have a clash of agendas. You want to do one thing and they want to do another thing. But for some reason, you can't just, avoid them or just, do whatever you want. You have to consider them. Maybe this is your boss. Maybe you have to kind of go along with what they say for some reason, but you still want to go along with what you want. So what you want can actually happen. You can go ahead with what you want. You just need to think of things in a new way to make them happen. So maybe think about how you can go along with something that they want, but also do what you want. So maybe there's some compromise, or maybe there's some way to do this. So the first card you have for your future is the Moon. So I'm just sensing that you're going to be feeling a bit alienated from some people. And it's a bit sad actually, because I'm seeing that you thought you'd always have these people around you. And yes, at this time they are going to be physically around you, but you don't feel connected, or you won't feel connected to these people. This is in your future. And this could be about family, because you've known these people for a long time. And you might bounce back from this. You might, connect with them for again. But at this time, you're going to distance yourself from them for a while. It might not be physically distant. You might distance yourself in your mind or in your emotionally or something like that. But you're not going to feel, I'm trying to say, connected to these people at this time. So yes, the next card you have for your future is the Page of Pentacles. So even though you're feeling this isolation from these people, I'm sensing there's some sort of newness, and I'm sensing this is love. So if you're single, you're looking for a relationship, I'm seeing there is a new person coming in. And if you're already in a relationship, I'm seeing newness as well. So you could have a new phase with your partner. You might see them in a new way. You might do something fun with them. And I'm also seeing you taking a break from everyday life at this time. So maybe you're going away with your partner somewhere, and that might refresh things. Or you may be just escaping into your own world. So you might be relaxing and watching movies or something like that. But there's some escape I'm seeing there. So the last card you have for your future is Three of Pentacles. So you're going to be thinking very, very carefully about these work ideas in the King of Swords. I'm sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. I just keep on hearing noise on the road works. So, right, I need to concentrate. So, yes, you're thinking about your work ideas. And yes, you want to share your ideas. And you're thinking about, again, who you're going to share your ideas with and who you shouldn't. So you're right to take your time with this decision. And I'm seeing that your instincts will eventually tell you who the right person or the right people will be to share your ideas and your plans with. Some people, not just the people who just agree with everything you want, and not the people, obviously, who disagree with everything, or, say, oh, that's a terrible idea, or whatever. The people that are going to give you proper constructive criticism. So the people who understand you, they support you, but if they see that there's a problem, they will tell you. Not destructive criticism. They're the people who just want to say rubbish to everything you do. Constructive, helpful criticism. They're the kinds of people who you need on your side, and they're the kinds of people who you want to tell. And at this time, you're just going to be thinking about who these people are, or who this person are, who you can tell this to. So I'm seeing that you're feeling a little bit guarded, actually. You're on guard about something, or you had a barrier or a wall up. And you're guarding against feeling a certain way. So there's someone who you weren't letting into your life. You just weren't going to let them in. You had your wall up against this person. And that's because this person, they acted in a way that upset you in your more distant past. And you just won't let this person close to you again. And I can see why. I can see why you won't, because they really, really hurt you, and you just don't want to go through that all over again. But I'm also seeing there might be, just be careful, because don't be afraid that other people are going to, treat you in the same way in your future. Not everybody's like this. It's, there's a risk that you're guarding yourself against this person now, but you might in the future guard yourself against a whole lot of people in the future. So just be careful you don't do that. Don't let what happened to you close yourself off to everyone. But yes, you're protecting yourself and your feelings at this time. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have your past is the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, you're worried about money at this time, and you're actually looking at your life and assessing where it was going to go. Yes, in terms of your career and your finances as well. So yes, you will be able to sort this out. It was a worry for you at this time, but you will be able to sort this out. And there were some decisions that you actually made in your more distant past that you have regrets about, or you had regrets about at this time. You were just looking back to that time and thinking, oh, if only I'd have done this and I hadn't have done this. And yes, these are financial decisions that you were regretting. But try not to do this, because you learned a lot from these mistakes, actually. So you did do these things, but then you learned, and you wouldn't have had those lessons if you hadn't have done these things. And you have changed. So I know it isn't easy, but just try to move on from this memory if you can. So the last card you have your past is the Page of Pentacles. So yes, you have more Pentacles, and yes, so this is about this person in the Four of Pentacles again, because they wanted to come back in, definitely, but you just made up your mind that you didn't want to see this person again, and you didn't want to let them anywhere near you. I'm just seeing that again, that you just don't want them near you. So at this time, you just took charge of things and just made sure and put your foot down and said, no, I'm not going to see this person again. That's what you said. You were just 100% sure that's what you wanted. So the first card you have your present is the Empress. So there's something, I'm just seeing there's a choice, or there's some sort of responsibility. There's something that you had responsibility for, and you felt, or you feel, that you have to do this thing, but you didn't want to do this thing, or you don't want to do this thing. And you're thinking, oh, I have to do this thing, I don't want to, but I need to be responsible and do this thing. I promised to do this, or something like that. And I'm seeing somebody's going to step in and take over, or ask you if you need them to help you, and they're going to want to do this thing. And this could be a friend, but this is going to make you feel a lot less stressed. So this person's saying, let me come and help you. I want to take over this thing for you, so you don't have to do it. And yes, you're going to feel a lot of relief, and you're going to feel a lot of comfort, and you're going to feel less stressed and a lot better about this, that you don't have to do this horrible thing that you're dreading. And also you won't feel guilty, because I'm seeing that this person wants to take over this responsibility. So it's not something that they're doing just to be kind to you. They actually love doing this thing. They want to do this thing. And there's no reason to feel guilty, because they love it and you don't. So, and they just want to do it. So yes, you're just going to be able to relax a lot more after this has happened, after this person's decided to take over. So the next card you have your present is the Seven of Cups. So yes, you're feeling a lot more relaxed and happier at this time. And this is very specific. I'm seeing something very specific here. So I'm just seeing that for some people in a relationship, there could be someone coming into your life that you used to know, or used to be involved with this person. But you're not going to be sure what to say to your partner about this person coming in, because either your partner isn't going to approve, or you know that this person coming in is going to cause some problems. I'm seeing some problems. So I'm not seeing a third party or that this person wants to be with you or anything like that. But they are someone who could disrupt things. And yes, just be very careful about letting this person back in if this resonates, because you don't want to let this person mess up what you have. Even if they don't intend to mess things up, they could mess things up for you. And I think you know this. Yes, so just be careful there with this person. That's what I'm seeing there. So the last card you have your present is the star. So yes, this star is showing you, it's showing you where to go actually. So follow your own instincts. That's what this star is saying. And yes, following your instincts, this is all about this person in the Seven of Cups, because I think that even though this is a choice, you know that you don't want to upset what you have. So I'm seeing that you're just going to make the choice not to let this person in again. You're just going to either block them or completely, separate yourself from them. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Nine of Cups. So this is reflecting on the Empress actually, because you do feel a sense of comfort and contentment. And this is just how you're feeling in your life at this time in your future. So there's something that you've been hoping actually as well, and you've been hoping this will happen for a long, long time. It's like a wish you've wanted to fulfill. And now's the right time for you to start putting things into place to get what you want. But before you go after this thing, I'm just seeing that just think about all the possible outcomes, because this card could also be a lesson about being careful what you wish for. Sometimes this card, you might get what you want, but there's something that comes with it that you don't want, if that makes sense. If you look at this card, I'm not sure if you can see everything, but this man's sitting there, he's all fat, he's all content, he's happy, he's satisfied. And, he has all these gold cups behind him, a lot of riches, he's got everything he wants. But the thing is, he's by himself. He doesn't have any people with him. So I'm not saying that if you do this wish, you'll be by yourself, but I'm saying that there could be something that comes with what you do want. And this is something that you don't want. So just be careful. I'm not saying this will definitely happen, but just examine this thing that you want and make sure that, it's definitely the right thing for you to do. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is the Nine of Wands. So there was a situation, and you're forced to go into this situation, or you're forced to participate in this thing. And I'm just seeing that you first got into this thing in your more distant past, but you've been involved in this for a long, long time. So you've been doing this for a long time, maybe many, many years, and you've been learning as you've been going along. It's difficult to explain this, but I'm just seeing that when you first went into this thing, you were really stressed and even a bit anxious because you didn't know what to expect. You were a bit worried and a bit daunted about what might happen. And you're really afraid of the unknown too. It was maybe this is going to university or some sort of study, because I am seeing there's study or learning involved in this. But now at this time, after all this time you've been doing this thing, you have so much more knowledge in this area and you have no fear at all now. It's like you become an expert. So you've really grown all the way through these years or through this time to get yourself to this point. And yes, you should be proud of yourself that you've gone this far to get to this point. That's what I'm seeing now. So yes, the last card you have your future is the High Priestess. Yes, I'm just seeing that your ability to manifest things with this, as well as the Nine of Cups there, this will be really, really strong. You'll have this really, really strong ability to manifest things, and it'll come really quickly too. So really look at what you want, really think about what you want, but examine everything very carefully as well. And there's still something around one of these things you're wishing for that you're not sure about. You want to manifest this thing, but you're not sure. So again, just take some time out for yourself so that you can get some clarity around this, and maybe meditate, think about it very clearly, look at all the different aspects, look at all the different scenarios that could happen if this comes true, if you can do this. And yes, just do all of this before you go forward with what you want to achieve or manifest. That's what I'm seeing there.